done, Poland is done, touchdown. And that's how that works. All right. So after this blitzkrieg, if you are Poland, if you are France, if you are Britain, and you've just seen this blitzkrieg happen, what is your feeling?
Scared.
Scared? What else? It's very sudden. So what else would you be feeling? Angry? Confused? Shocked? Definitely confused and shocked. You're thinking, all right, we said that we were going to defend Poland. That was a month ago. A month is not enough time to rally up our forces and actually defend a country. So we thought that we were going to have a little bit of time to warm up here, to do some drills, to practice shooting, whatever else. Now all of a sudden we find a world war on our hands and we're not prepared for it. So they're all feeling rather shocked. And immediately the nation falls into this sort of lull, or not the nation, the continent, Europe, falls into this lull that is known as the Phoney War. Britain thinks we cannot rush into this because clearly Germany is more prepared than we thought it was going to be. Germany equals prepared. Great Britain and France are not. So they take this time between September 27th, when Poland falls, and May of the next year, 1940, to kind of get everything ready for a war. Imagine if someone told you, all right, in 7 months, America is going to be embroiled in a world war. What are the sorts of things that you, as a world leader, or as a mayor, or as a governor, would do to your town for your people to help protect them if you knew the war was going to come? So what sort of preparations do we have going on here, Andre?
Make guns and get people for shooting and big barriers and stuff.
Okay, so training, production. What else? Think about all the different things that are going to be attacking you. You have tanks, you have bombs, you have submarines, anything else. What do? Yep.
Build bomb shelters.
Build bomb shelters. Or for lack of bomb shelters, you could, what helped in the trenches to support the walls? Do you guys remember? Sandbags. So instead of shelters, you put sandbags along the walls. If this is a house, you just pile them up here. So that if it's bombed, the sandbags will take the hit instead of the house, and maybe your house will survive. So they did this to places like post offices. They did this to town centers. They did it to industrial centers. So picture all the places in Arlington that you would want to defend if you knew that Newton was going to attack with their bombs. Yeah?
We have bomb shelters.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so you do have bomb shelters in Arlington because during the Cold War, a bunch of bomb shelters were built. So those are still around. But you could definitely dig holes in the ground, clear out the sewers so that if you had to hide in there, you could, and people definitely did. What else are you going to do to your town to prepare yourself? Yep.
Well, didn't in England they send all the children out to the country?
Okay, so send away the civilians, definitely. And if you guys have seen the Chronicles of Narnia, there's just whole groups of school children leaving the schools, leaving the cities, going out to the countries where they're not going to be a target, because when people are bombing you, you can't say, don't bomb the children, do bomb the post offices, because the bombs are just going to fall wherever they fall. There's no real way to aim. So definitely evacuate civilians. This includes women, children, the elderly, the sick. Just get them out of there. What else? There's some pretty funky things that they did, actually, that I wouldn't even think of as a town leader, but that make a lot of sense in retrospect. For example, they killed off all the dangerous animals in the zoo. Because what happens if the gate to the zoo comes down in a bomb, and you have lions, tigers, bears, poisonous snakes, vampire bats coming out on your town? So what they did was they put those animals down. So they prepped the zoos. There's a lot of things that you just don't even think of to prepare your city for a bomb. So this is what's happening in the few months. Yep.
What if we thought they were gonna bomb and then you just killed all the animals in the zoo and then they just didn't bomb?
That would be pretty tragic if that did happen. I would be sad about that because I like animals. But yep.
But if you build shelters, does it really make a difference if
question. Is there any way to really prepare for a total war? Yep.
Make all the civilian soldiers.
What's that?
Make all the civilian soldiers.
That could work. Just dress up your little kids in armor and then it won't matter if they're bombed, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, if you knew like the strategy, you could just try the same thing. Like if they're attacking like really fast, you can just try to do that.
Attack really fast back, do your own blitzkrieg, get them just as they're trying to get you. Could definitely try that. Yep.
As they were told, they could attack you from behind them.
Alright, so let me write these down. So you could prepare defensive strategies or prepare counterattacks. Counterattack strategies. Definitely. Instead of just kind of preparing for war, preparing to be bombed, you could instead get ready to answer their offensive with an offensive of your own. So all of this is happening in months, and you have the entire world looking on, kind of holding their breath and saying, what's going to happen now? When is this war going to start? We know it's going to start. Britain and France have declared war on Germany, but nothing's happening. There's no troops moving. There's a few people getting ready, training. There's some weapons being produced. There's some animals being killed. But what's actually going on here? So there's this big hush over the whole world, and they call it the Phoney War, because they think, well, maybe this war isn't actually going to happen. We were all panicked. We all said this is the advent of war, and then nothing happened. So it's the Phoney War, the fake war, or so they think. Now we will move on.